channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Justine and I post videos about health and wellness, but today I'm going to be actually doing something a little bit different because it's closing in on December. By the time I post this, it probably will be December, and Christmas is getting nearer, and I've been making a few of these things lately, so I thought I would share with you a really great idea for a homemade gift for your family or friends. I know in my family we really enjoy getting homemade gifts, so I thought this would be fun to share. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so what I'm going to be showing you is how to make these DIY yarn wall hangings, and there's like a bunch of different variations that you can do on these, and they're super simple, but I've just panned over the two that I've already made, and I'm going to be showing you how to make the same one, the rod one, and then another of the circle wall hangings. So, materials that you'll need: I got some yarn that is no wool, it's just 100% acrylic, so it's vegan friendly. And then a pair of scissors. You'll need a rod. I just got this at Michael's, and then I actually cut it myself with a handsaw. It came in like a long rod like this, and I just cut it. Or you can even just go to like a beach or a park and get a branch. I think that also looks really cute. And you can also paint this too if you want, but I kind of like the natural look. And then I just got some various size metal rings. And then lastly, I just got some non-tack wall hangings, but you can use like a nail or tacks or whatever you have. And that's it. That's all you're going to need. So let's just get into the actual making of it. The first step is to take your yarn, whatever color you're going to be using. I have a white one, or kind of like a cream, and this gray one. And I'm just going to start taking the white one because I want to do that one for the first one. And I'm going to wrap it, so start in your hand and then wrap it around your arm. And I'm going to do that 8 times. Okay, and then once you've wrapped it around your arm 8 times, then take it off. And you're just going to cut it so that you kind of have, you're making like little loops. So just cut it down the middle. So then you end up with like a long piece, but keep it folded in half because you're going to be using it folded in half. And then make a few of those to start out with. And for this one, I'm going to do a couple of the same thing with the gray yarn as well, just because I'm going to combine the colors a little bit. Once you've got some of your loops cut out, and take your rod, and I start from the center just so that I can work my way out, especially since I'm using 2 colors. I want the gray to be in the middle. And you're basically going to put it behind, and then take it from this side and loop it through the hole that you've made and pull it tight. Process until you've reached your desired amount of yarn and rod ratio. And now I'm going to make the part that's going to hang it up on the wall. Okay, so with just a little extra piece of the yarn, I'm going to take one of the small hoops that I have and do the same thing, that loop through the ring, so you get something that looks like that. And then I'm going to knot that at the top. And then next I'm going to make the piece of string that's going to actually hang this all up. So just measure out a nice long piece. I don't really know the exact measurements. And then fold it in half again. And make sure that it's going to be long enough for you to hang it up from. And then basically all I I'm going to do here is just tie it around the rod in a knot, and I'll tie it really tight and kind of tuck the knot into the other parts of the yarn. Okay, so once I have tied both the knots on there, so it's able to be hung up now, and then I am going to just put this ring with the string attached in the middle and just line up those two, and then I'm going to go around with another piece of yarn and just tie those two together so it kind of makes a little loop that you can hang it with. So there I have just tied a knot basically around both this and the loop that it's going to hang from so that they stay together. And a tip is to tie it so that the knot is in the back so that it looks nicer from the front. And then I'm basically just going to trim the edges off of the knots that I've tied, and then I'm going to hang it up and trim the bottom into a V. Alright, so now that the ends are pretty much to my liking, I've trimmed them to how I want them. This is the finished product, so that's how it looks, and I've hung it up on the wall with that plastic wall hanger. And honestly, you could do any variation of this. You can switch up the colors, you can add in little tassels here or like beads or anything, or you could spray paint the ring to be a different color. And like I said, you can paint the rod, but I like the natural look. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. And then for this one, I basically just did the exact same thing. So I doubled up the pieces of string that I was going to use for my looping, and then I did the same loop knot on the part of the ring that I wanted the yarn to be, and then I just stuck the two rings together by tying them together with a piece of yarn and just hanging it from that. And that's pretty much it for that one. These are all super easy to do. You can do so many variations of them, and I just think that they really make your room a lot more vibrant and they give it a modern look. So for the next one that I'm going to make, I haven't actually made it yet, but we're going to do it on camera and see what it's up. So you need a medium size ring and then a larger size ring, and the medium size ring is basically going to sit inside the larger size ring like this, and it's going to be attached with the yarn. And then other than that, you just need your yarn, whatever color you want to do. I'm going to do all white for this one. I'm going to go the length of both my arms. Actually, probably the length to my, so this whole arm and then to the next elbow. And then I'm just going to keep folding that on itself 20 times to make it a really thick loop. So, as you can tell, this is a different day because I actually ran out of yarn as I was showing you how to make the second wall hanging, so I had to go out and buy some new yarn. So I did that, and I'm basically just going to pick up where I left off. Okay, so I've got my two rings here, and I just put them together like that. And then I'm just going to take the first piece of yarn, and it was 20 of these that I've looped together. And then same thing, I'm just going to put the loop behind, like that, and then pull it through the loop. And just tighten it. And I have cut out 5 of these different loops that I'm going to do across the bottom of it, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, so once I have hung up all of the knots, so I have 5 hung up there, and I'll just show you where I attach them. So the first 2 I attached to both the wires, and then the next 3 I just attached to the bigger wire so that it lays properly. And then I am going to just go in and trim the bottom. The next step is I want to do like a layered look, so I have separated the bottom part of it, and then with this top part I'm gonna do the same shape on the bottom, but I'm gonna trim it shorter. So yeah, this is the finished product of this wall hanging. So I just hung it up again with a little piece of yarn, and then you can see how it's kind of tiered on the layers. So I moved the back part behind and then cut above it, and that's pretty much it for that one. It's super simple and I think it looks really cute. Alright, so that's everything that I have to show you for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a different one, but I just thought it would be fun to do a little DIY crafting video in time for the holidays so that you can just make some super cute gifts for your family. And the sky is really the limit. Like I said, you can do anything you want with these. So if you do end up making them, make sure you tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see what you come up with. And I think that's everything that I have to say, and I will see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye!